conducted by Dr. Dipali Javle. Dr. Dipali Javle is an assistant professor in School of Computer Engineering and Technology, MIT World Peace University, Pune. With over 25 years of teaching experience, Dr. Dipali Javle holds a PhD in computer engineering and has expertise in healthcare analytics, IoT, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. She completed her MTech in information technology from MIT World Peace University, Pune, India. Dr. Dipali Javle achievements includes 3 patents and 10 copyrights, including one South African patent primarily in healthcare and agriculture analytics. She has 35 plus publications with notable citations. Dr. Dipali Javle holds her rank AD Science Index ranking from MIT WPU and at Indian level. She has acknowledgement and appreciation received from Dr. Arfan Ahmad AI Center for Precision Health Will Cornell Medicine, Qatar, for her work in the field of healthcare analytics. She has conducted sessions for Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force officers on various topics. She is invited speaker at Maharatta Chamber of Commerce, Industries, and Agriculture. Dr. Dipali Javle is also involved in social initiatives such as promoting effective plastic use, road safety, and women's hygiene. Additionally, she is involved in the No Horn campaign. She is currently engaged in ongoing training to improve the safety and sanitation of women. Now I request Dr. Dipali Javle to share their valuable insights with us. I am going to hand over the session to her.
Thank you, madam, for your kind introduction. With everyone's permission, I would like to start my session. As read from the FDP title and all, we will be more talking about what is machine learning and AI, what is the relation with the medtech technologies, or we can say the healthcare technologies. So rather, I see good number of participants in your session, sir and madam. A big count is there, and I'm so happy to see this count. So it's my request that I don't want the session to go monotonous. I want that many participants are there, and it should be interactive session. I see one hand raising. Am I allowed to talk to the participant? Or there is someone who is going to host this activity or take care of the raised hands? Professor Abhimanyu or Ashwini ma'am, you can guide me for this. Till then, I will continue with my session.
Ma'am, you can continue your topic. We will take this question answer at the end of the session.
Okay, no worries. No worries. I'll share the presentation from my side.
Yes.
Let me know if it is visible.
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay, let's go ahead. So, the FDP topic itself is a very interesting one, leveraging machine learning and data science in healthcare and medtech. So when I'm talking about this, first I want to know from the participants, when I will be conducting my session today, AI in AI devices in medtech, what strikes to your mind? What do you think so I should conduct in this session, or what do you think so? When I'm talking about AI driven medtech devices, what clicks to your mind first? I can get the answers in the chat box. I can have a look for that, and then I can start my interactions. I want the reply from you participants. That when I'm talking about AI driven devices for medtech, what clicks to your mind at the first? Have you ever seen such devices? Have you ever heard about it? Which technology is more prominently ruling over here? So, which devices? Okay, I'm talking about, do you know any prominent devices? Do you know any prominent devices? AI driven devices, the world is rolling around AI participants. I'm just asking very simple question, that what strikes to your mind when this title comes? AI driven devices for MedTech. Okay, no replies. Very strange. No one had come across any such devices, neither seen that. I'm not asking about using it only, but you might have seen it somewhere. Okay, very good answer. Dr. Manisha More has given smart watches to monitor health. Very nice answer. It's the most popular way. Yes, the wristwatch. Anything else? Only wristwatches are common. Okay, if you go to the hospital, what do you see? A multi-speciality hospital where multiple devices are there. What do you think? So, can you see? Yes, glucometer is also one of the devices, AI-enabled devices. Oximeter, yes. Oximeter has ruled the world when the corona times was there. X-ray machines, very nice. Very nice. So, you have seen that. Yes, thermometer also. Nowadays, the thermometers are also AI driven. The MRI diagnostic, very good. These all are the answers which are redirecting us to some AI driven technologies. Let's go ahead. If I put this figure in front of you, when I'm talking in AI, for AI in healthcare, you can think about many things. Robotics in surgery, the robotics healthcare, then personalized medicine. You want a reminder that at this time I should take this medicine. So this personalized medicine tools are there. Then the diagnostic tools are there. Nowadays it has advanced so much that for if I'm getting a HbA1c report, which is a blood glucose report for last 6 months, then I previously I used to wait for so many days. It was almost a week time span it used to take to analyze the things. Then it reduced to 3-4 days, and now you can get HbA1c within a day, or sometimes it is possible within 8 hours also, which helps the doctors, or which help the patient to get their diagnosis happen at right time, and immediate action can take place. So when I'm talking about AI in healthcare, many more applications are there. But whatever answers I got, the smart watches, the AI healthcare tools, and MRI tools, many such tools you see in the market. When I'm talking about such particular tools, for few applications which you might have seen, but I just want to brush up the things that you might have seen: diagnostic and imaging, the X-rays, MRI, CTs, and I got the answer for this. Pathology assistance, I told you about the HbA1c report. The tissue culture previously used to take long, but now the AI tools are making the job very easy. Personalized medicine, where I told you that you want the reminders. Also, if there are therapies for different diseases, or the abnormalities observed, like cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, then AI assisted therapies are also available, like what type of physiotherapy should take place after cancer procedures, after chemotherapies. Then if the person is a diabetic, then what type of exercises that person should do. AI assisted tools are available all over. Also, you can see that predictive modeling helps determine which treatments are most likely to succeed for specific patient profiles. It varies from person to person. If the person is suffering from arthritis along with diabetes, surely the exercise is going to vary. It is not going to be the same for all. So the AI tools are very effective in these cases. Drug discovery, which was the best example I can give for this, was Corona times again. Corona times have taught us so many things, and AI assisted drug development is best suited for that particular scenario. Also, platforms like DeepMind's AlphaFold have advanced protein folding research, that what type of protein is a bad protein, good protein, what type is to be neglected, and whether it is harming any body part. Everything can be found out by this DeepMind's AlphaFold. Also, we have seen different surgeries. If you have visited any orthopedic section in any of the multi-speciality hospital or well-known orthopedic hospital, you might have seen that there is robotic surgery. What is that robotic surgery? Actually, robots are not completely taking over the control from doctors, but there are AI tools which are assisting the doctor to make this surgery more successful. Lesser chances are there for failures if we have AI powered surgical tools. Also, there are virtual health assistants, a 24 by 7 support you get. And we get at night time, if someone is suffering by asthma attack, then there are such AI tools or 24 by 7 support from different hospitals. You put the query, immediately you get the response. Also, administrative efficiency, billing. Previously we have seen that it used to take too long for billing and discharge procedure, but now this AI and all other things have made the job very easily. Population health management, which goes a little bit off track from the healthcare and medtech, but yes, that is also one of the AI driven tool. Remote monitoring and wearables, this is where we are always and always focusing. How our life can be made more easy. We are talking about remote monitoring, or we are talking about wearable. Mostly people prefer to go with wearable. It will go along with wherever you're going. The wristband, or there are some nowadays so many devices are available which can be fitted on your clothing, so that it should not be on your wristband also, especially the players, cricket players or the different sport players. They also prefer nowadays to go with these wearable devices. Remote monitoring is taken place for elderly people. The elderly people, they are not that capable of taking their own care, so remote monitoring is done to make them at ease. Also, the children are at relax when the elderly people in the house are monitored. So like that, so many examples we can see in healthcare. But again, my point is coming to the same thing. We are talking only about the last umbrella, or also we are talking more about the customer service, where remote patient monitoring happens, robotic surgeries take place, electronic health records. Nowadays, we are having electronic repositories where the record of every patient is taken into care and it is stored at some safe place. Next time when the patient comes, only by giving the MRD number or only by giving the unique identity of that patient, immediately the electronic health records give the previous history of that particular patient, and the job becomes easy. Even the doctor who is dealing with that patient all and often is not present. The newly assigned doctor or the assistant doctor or the alternative doctor might immediately get the records. Again, AI diagnostic implementation, even a diagnostic implementation, that is, there are different diagnostic tools which is making the job very easy. Real time health information, all and often, if you want your blood pressure to be monitored, yes, you can have devices incorporated in the form of wristband, and it can be stored at some cloud. But when I'm talking about AI in different aspects of medtech, we should not always focus on customer service. Customer service is such type of AI service in medtech which is very focused one. But we should not neglect, or we should not deny the fact that AI in medtech also deals in these three fields: the product development, AI driven medical imaging, then analytic analysis of clinical data for real world evidence. If I want runtime to analyze something, then I want some AI driven devices. Why the data should go to cloud, and why I should wait for the results to come, whether I'm having a chance of heart attack or not. Somewhere I can think for such a capable product, which will immediately tell me, immediately beep that something is going wrong in my body. Then next to that, manufacturing and supply chain. Yes, I want some medicine, but I do, and it's night 2 o'clock, and I don't know which medical stores are open, which medicine shops are open. Then I can search for different supply chains, or I can think for some services which will be available for me in the night time also, or it might happen at the daytime also. So automated robotic manufacturing, if you want some services in the hospital, that even if the boy or even if the maushi in the hospital is not there, the robotic things should take care of it. Immediately, the medicine should be given to the patient, and the patient should be made at ease. Also, the ERP and for demand planning, that it was almost in the, again, I will come to the Corona times only. Hospitals were packed, and we were not able to trace out that to which hospital you have to go. That was a pandemic situation. But nowadays also it happens that there is in between there was it was spreading for dengue patients, and no hospital beds were available. So the AI driven ERP services also can be one of the most effective utilization of AI in medtech. And digitization of supply chain, everything should be digitized. Nowadays we get it by one click on Google also. We find many more things, but which are verified, we never come to know. So we can have a collaboration with different organizations which are government aided, non-government aided, and this thing also can be taken into consideration. Sales and marketing, predictive sales analytics, and interactive marketing. So these are also somewhere where devices can be thought for. Different devices. Pharmacist is taking care of this. Even the MRs, in which area, which particular hospitals are there, then which area they should target. They should have some device for it. They should have some technology in place for this. So I want to open up the mind that AI in different aspects of medtech. Yes, very more we will be focusing on customer service, but these three areas are also the grooming areas when we are talking about AI in medtech. Now let's go ahead. What are the benefits of taking AI into consideration for healthcare? So many benefits are there. First of all, early detection. Rather than any disease taking place and then curing it, if we come to know in advance only that this is going to happen, we can start the treatment immediately, and we can avoid that complications for going for the treatment further. Also, it is automation, the cost efficiency. Actually, the devices which are available for AI, they are not always cost effective only, but in terms of maintenance, or in terms of hazard to the human body, or in terms of the medical expenses after detection of some disease or medical condition to a patient, that cost can easily be avoided. Also, accuracy improves because the AI tools are machine learning or deep learning based. Then we can have a good cut down of time, resources, and we can maintain a good accuracy over there. Now, I think so. I've set a rapport in the audience that we are talking about AI in healthcare, or we are talking about the AI medtech devices. I would like to get again the response from participants. Are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice to hear, Kiran. Okay, one participant is there. The count is 101. Okay, I'm getting multiple yes answers. Very good. So I know that it's a hunger time, it's a dinner time, everything is acceptable. I don't mind if you are having your food and listening to me. I don't have any objection for this, but yes, we will have some interaction in between where I expect that I should get some response from you people. So nice. Everyone is alert and giving a good response that yes, you are there in the session. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Now the rapport has been set up to understand where AI stands. But what are the challenges? Data privacy and security, the biggest challenge. Patient data must be protected against breaches and misuse. Yes, hospitals nowadays take utmost care, but yet at many places, the data is leaked or the data is not protected that good, and the mishappenings happen because of this. Bias in algorithms, a very different type of challenge. AI system can inherit biases from training data. If the training is done wrong on the available data, then no one can help. And what are the probable chances of having incorrect training? There can be many reasons. No proper pre-processing done on the data. No proper uh, exploratory data analysis done on the data available. So many reasons might be there for improper training of data, and this bias in algorithm then leads to a big chaos. Because when we are talking about a bigger umbrella of AI 100% needs the support of either machine learning or deep learning. And machine learning and deep learning, if we are talking about these two technologies, training has to happen. If the training is not done correctly, testing is not going to happen. Predictive analysis is not going to take place correctly. And therefore, this bias in algorithm is a very tricky challenge. And how it is tricky, at the end of my session, I'll be conducting one case study where we all will be interacting, and there I will be focusing more on this bias in algorithms. Regulation and standards, yes. Sometimes the system has to stick to some framework, regulatory framework, that the hospital says, no, this does not fit in our rules and regulations. And then sticking to that rules and regulations, sometimes AI system might fail, or AI system might not be that effective at that place. Also, there are some safety rules and regulations by the medical association, which the manufacturers have to follow. Restricted access rights are also there. So these regulations and standards sometimes become a challenge when we are taking AI medtech devices into consideration. Integration into workflow. When we are talking as a broader term of AI is a collaboration of so many technologies coming together. Not only ML and deep learning, but it is a combination of so many things which are coming together. Cloud computing, IoT, then many other technologies being used. At some places, it deals with distributed computing also. And if the integration of all this is not done properly, then it is again going to lead to failures and failures. So this might sometimes challenge the use of AI technology. And lastly, the accountability, the liability in cases of AI errors. Now, these AI errors, how to reduce this? It is yet a gray area where more and more research is expected. Related to this, participants, if you are well versed with this term, accuracy in machine learning, I will ask you a simple question, that when I'm talking about accuracy in machine learning, is accuracy enough to tell whether the predictions will happen correctly or not? Is accuracy, what you're obtaining from machine learning implementation, is this factor only enough to find out whether predictions can happen accurately? Yes, we need to validate. I am getting a correct answer from Dr. Manisha More. We need to validate it. Yes, we are true. But yes, Supriya Inge is also telling that no, accuracy is not sufficient. Okay. Related to this, I will ask one more question. What does accuracy score actually tells you? You can put it in your own words. If I'm getting 88% accuracy, what does that mean? It's just a sheer prediction. Okay. You can speak also. Participants, you're free to speak also. Okay. Probability of prediction. A nice answer. Okay. If I'm having model performance matched with the given data very close to the answer, model and prediction is about to correct. Okay. 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 I will give you two scenarios. There is one data set which is having almost 1 lakh plus records. And there is one data set, similar kind of data set, which is having only 200 records. I request Mrunali ma'am to please switch off the mic. Yes. So the two scenarios, 20,000 records, 200 records. Accuracy for 200 records wala scenario, I'm getting 98%. And accuracy for 20,000 records, I'm getting 82%. 98%, 82%. So which data set I should prefer more? Larger sample space. Okay. Large data set. Okay. 1 million. 88% wala. Okay. Can you give me one reason why I should not use the smaller data set? Accuracy depends on real and large data. Sorry to say, Varsha ma'am, but it's not the correct answer. Or you might put it in different words. Accuracy depends on real and large data. No, it's not always the large data. Variety of data. Okay. It is a matter of machine learning more. Cause accuracy depends on real and large data. Large data means how large it should be is a big debate. But if the machine learns more, larger data set gives more variation. Okay. More value are checked in same condition. Okay. 88% means out of 20K, 17K are correctly predicted, whereas this amount is lower for lower data set. Okay. Okay. Nice answers I'm getting from all of you. My clarification for this is, what is machine learning? Machine learns from the data set. If there are only 200 records, machine is going to learn less. If there are more number of records, machine is going to learn more. But again, the biggest challenge is there. If in the 200 records wala data set, all records are unique and different. And in 20K wala data set, almost there are repeated datas or records. Then which one can be preferred? There where there is a variation. So I think so one of the participant gave me a nice answer. Variations are there in the data set. Yes. We get, if a bigger data set is there, we get good number of variations into the data set, and the machine learns more and more from this data set. And as the machine learns more, the machine becomes more and more learned, isn't it? We say that we are achieving different higher education. We are attaining different degrees. We are learning more. Similar is the case of machine learning. More the machine gets to learn, more accuracy can be obtained, and therefore large data set gives us more insight. But again, I'm coming to my point. Let's go back to that. Accountability, yes, errors are to be taken into care. Now, bigger challenges are there in this AI related errors. How to tackle if some surgery is going on? and AI tool is assisting the doctor. And at runtime, AI tool is generating some error. Then how this can be tackled? So lot much of research is going on in this gray area only. Every newer scientist who is dealing in AI, every new technician who is dealing in AI is only and only thinking about how this error rate can be reduced down. So this was challenges and ethical considerations when AI driven tools are taken into consideration. Let's go ahead. AI devices. I asked this at the very initial. Which all AI devices do you know? The world is full of AI devices. Why I have put purposefully a bigger question mark over here? Take your own time and just think on that. Have you ever focused on which all industries are the giants in designing this AI driven devices for medical technology? Or where do you see the repeated name again and again in the medical field? So many questions might come to your mind that yes, I have seen this, but I did not have looked for this, that which make it was. So many things might come to your mind. Let's go through some of the devices. I will give you the specific names also. Diagnostic and imaging devices. AI enabled devices for analyzing X-rays, MRI, CT scans, and ultrasounds. The one which is very popularly used is Zebra Medical Vision. This medical vision tool or AI assisted tool, it is a radiology tool for detecting diseases like cancer and cardiovascular conditions. Previously, to detect cancer and the cardiovascular conditions, biopsy used to take place. But this is a imaging technology. We just click the pictures, and from that pictures it come to the conclusion that what is it, a cancer, or are there any abnormalities in the cardiovascular conditions. So this particular AI medical device is more and more popularly used device in many majority of the hospitals, especially abroad. Then IDXDR AI software approved by FDA, Food and Drug Administration, for detecting diabetic retinopathy in retinal images. Though it is by FDA, but it is specially meant for the diabetic retinopathy identification. Wearable and remote monitoring, I need not speak more about this. You all are more learned for this. Apple Watches, Fitbit Sense. Nowadays, even a small kid will talk that I want a Fitbit. What is the use of the Fitbit for them? That is a different question. But there are various features into it, like Apple Watch detects irregular heart rhythms and alerts user to potential arterial fibrillation, that is more chances of getting a heart attack. Then Fitbit, it senses so many things: how many steps you walk, heart rate variability, sleeping patterns, track stress levels. Now I'm stressed and I should have relaxed down, which we never follow. But anyways, Fitbit and such devices are very popular nowadays. Surgical robots, very popular name, Da Vinci surgical system. I will give rather this as an assignment to you people. Whenever you go to the hospitals, find out that for the surgery or somewhere, if you happen to go with your friends, if you happen to go with your relatives somewhere, find out which type of this devices you get there. Da Vinci is the more popular name you will be getting over there. Also, Mazor Robotics, the AI guided systems for spinal surgeries. It is a assisting tool for the doctors who are performing spinal surgeries. If there are any minute problems, I cannot say the minute problem, it just assists and gives some different indications. If let us say one spinal surgery is going on and there is little bit misalignment of the vertebrae over there, then immediately the AI assisted tools give the angle, different angle, that it is to be positioned more tilted towards right or more tilted towards left, and so on. So this Maser robotics is very specialized tool for AI guided system. Again, therapeutic devices. Therapeutic devices means dealing with the chronic devices or dealing with the body posture maintenance devices. Insulate Omnipad is one of the diabetic device which is AI enhanced glucose monitoring. It continuously give you the glucose readings. Also, there is Rewalk report robotics, AI powered variable exoskeletons for mobility impaired individuals. If one of the part of a person is not working, then a dummy part like that is assisting the human body, and it is completely AI operated like an artificial limb. So if a person is not having one of the limb, AI assisted limb is attached over there, and that is what the Rewalk robotics deal with. Next is AI powered diagnostic kits. Yes, there are many available in the market, which that analyze the blood sample, tissue biopsy, especially the pathology people use this. And there is Cepheid Gen Expert. This tool uses AI to rapidly detect infection diseases like tuberculosis. Usually, before years, I think so. I also very well remember, because one of the case history in my family also was that the biopsy was taking too long. The tissue culturing, it used to take almost 5 to 6 days for tissue culturing. But now this Cepheid Gen Expert tools, they just take very short time, and within a time span of 5 to 6 hours also, tuberculosis like diseases can be diagnosed very easily. Then AI in endoscopy and colonoscopy, this is very common nowadays. There is one device called a GI Genius. You will really find it in hospitals. There are devices labeled by GI Genius, which are the tools which finds out if there are piles, fissures, and the colonoscopy is to be done, and detect the polyps in the intestines and other stomach places also. These GI Genius tools can be used. So I have given a very broader insight of what type of devices, which different makes are easily available in market. You can just go around whenever it is possible for you. If you are really interested in healthcare and stepping ahead in this device manufacturing also, this is a nice exercise to be done. Now, AI, all these devices we discuss about, is it core AI only? Surely not. It is not only core AI. Many technologies are supporting this. First of all, the advanced sensor and hardware. I will put it in under one big umbrella called as IoT. Sensors and hardwares. If this technology was not in place, AI would have been to failure. Uh, I teach AI and ML for many years now, and I ask my students also, and I ask my colleagues also a very common question. When AI devices or AI comes to your mind, usually what comes to our mind? Hardware. But nowadays, the trend has changed. Not only the hardware incorporated AI tools are there, but there are software controlled AI devices also. And the best example what I can give is Chat GPT. It is a completely AI driven tool, and that too software based, completely software based. So, but I'm talking about devices, and devices has to be hardware. And for designing these devices, advanced sensor and hardware support is to be there. Data storage and management, where this voluminous data will go. I'm having a wristband. Where this data will be stored? Data storage and management should be there. Usually cloud support is there. If I'm talking a bigger name, Apollo hospitals, where they will be storing their data, they should have a good data storage and management. We can have a cloud computing tool incorporated over there. Then the machine learning models. Yes, machine learning is going to play a very bigger role. I can say machine learning or deep learning. The analysis, studying from the data, training, getting the trained data. These all things are very important in technology support for AI devices. Then the connectivity solutions. Yes, there are so many protocols available, there are so many different technologies available for setting a good technology support. Bluetooth is very common, Wi-Fi, or we can say the internet service we are getting. Then the Zigbee is there. So many connectivity solutions are there. If I am talking about the IoT enabled devices, then MQTT type protocols which are used to get the data from the sensors and put it to some cloud platform, such connectivity solutions are playing very, very important role. Then security and privacy technologies. Yes, there are so many protocols which are on to be on place when we are talking about security and privacy, especially the encryption decryption tools. If you want to have a DigiLocker type system for EHR, the electronic health records, then the security and privacy technologies are going to deal with that. And the last and the very, very important, according to me, is the power management and energy efficiency. These all technologies, advanced sensor, data storage, machine learning models, connectivity solutions, security and privacy. More than this, I think so, power management and energy efficiency is something which is to be dealt with wisely when AI devices are taken. We know that the hardware components are lagging with the resources, and lagging with the resources because they have less capabilities. Computational power is less, the memory is less. But why it is less? Because the energy is to be managed very wisely. Many of the devices are battery operated, and we rely on it. And when we are doing any critical operation or critical task, if the power failure is there, makes no sense. If the energy is not managed properly, then it makes no sense. So this power management and energy efficiency, many research centers in India are also taking very separate initiatives for this power management and energy efficiency, that even if it is a electricity backup is not provided, can we switch to some energies which is available very easily, like solar energies, or quick switching between the wind energies. Then these all things are now gaining more and more and more attention, and this is what is the technology support for AI devices. Moving ahead, if I asked the same question at the start, which all devices do you know? And I got a very similar kind of answers. There are some body sensors incorporated, smart technologies, wristbands and glucometers are available, and the data will go to the cloud. A very common scenario which we see for AI devices in medical science. But let's come a little bit out of this. I would like to play one video in front of you. Let me know if you could hear the audio for this. If not, then I'll have to change the settings and I'll have to share it again. Are you all getting the voice for this video?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I'll stop sharing and I'll change the settings. Give me a moment.
medicine. So we have started to do this in Monaco, and I think this is something
Now
which
is
will
it
grow
audible?
in the next coming years.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
madam, it is
ma'am.
audible.
Okay. I'll start it again. I just want you all to go through the video, and I'll ask a few insights about it.
It's impossible to not work with artificial intelligence in the field of medicine. So we have started to do this in Monaco, and I think this is something which will grow in the next coming years. Usually, when you talk about artificial intelligence in the field of medicine, you will create fear. This field of medicine has been considerably changed with technological improvement, and you are all familiar with the concept of stent, a tiny device which is opening your arteries after you suffered from a blockage of your arteries. But we are also now having valves, artificial valves, which can be implanted, pacemaker, defibrillator. So really, it's a very interesting and very technological field of medicine. We have now very powerful tools which allow to look into the heart precisely in order to help patients to know what they are suffering, so the diagnostic part, but also to help us to guide surgeon or interventional cardiologists. So I really think that at this stage, artificial intelligence is helping us to perform medicine in a different way, but in a more optimized way. But it will never probably change the way we interact with our patient.
Uh, is my screen visible for you people now? Yes. Can I get answer
Yes,
for
ma'am.
one?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. What was the concluding statement of the video? What was the concluding statement in the video? Yes. So Priya ma'am, you are absolutely right. No matter what AI does, but it never replaces human. We are not there to develop or design AI modules to replace human capabilities. It is always going to be an assistant to the human or the surgeons or the doctors. AI can assist with surgery but cannot replace human interaction with patients. Yes. Ultimately, the healing power is going to be with the normal interaction with the uh, patients only. So that was the concluding line. Let's go ahead. This was one of the example, AI device example in cardiology. Let's go ahead. Let's have a look of different devices. I think so many of you have seen this kind of devices. The very first picture, what we see here, it is one of the very well-known sensors available for diabetes people nowadays. Usually, what we used to do, we used to take a finger, we used to prick it, we used to take a blood drop, put on the strip, and then we used to get the reading for blood glucose level. But nowadays, what it has been changed. There is one patch. If you see the white color coin type structure which is attached to the arm, it remains to be there on the human body for 14 plus days. And the device which is in hand, it is a reader. If you scroll the reader over that particular coin type uh, sensor which is attached to the human body, you get the readings for the last reading set till what we are doing. After every 15 minutes, it records the blood glucose level and we get the readings on the screen. And if advancement to this is to happen, then there is something and in the first example, depending on what readings you are getting, the insulin doses can be adjusted. The second picture, what you can see is there is a sensor attached through the Bluetooth or some other technology. It is sent to the insulin pump. The readings are sent to the insulin pump. The insulin pump itself will take a decision that how much insulin is to be injected depending on the current glucose reading. And the last one is the sensor and the reader are more closely attached into one particular device. But this is one of the AI driven examples. But yet lacunas are there in this. If you might have heard this, that if the current sugar reading is 113 as written on the device, and if the person is eating heavier items which are not good for diabetic people, like having something like vada pav, which is more carb wala thing, then how much should be the insulin dose? And if the person is having very lighter dose of carbs, that is having only sprouts, then what should be the decision? Then in that case, this insulin pump is going to fail. So this is a hint from my side that yet such devices are not available in the market, which are taking the input into consideration that what food intake the person is going to take, and depending on that and depending on the current glucose readings, it should inject the insulin levels over there. So this is where more accuracy can be obtained to the AI devices available for diabetes. There are many chronic disease management devices available in the market, like chronic respiratory diseases. It involves monitoring lung function. Continuously, it will monitor the lung function. And if someone is suffering with some respiratory abnormality or respiratory disorder, then for that, the lung functioning monitoring is very much required. If it is going down, the oxygen level is going below a particular level. Usually, it is considered that if the oxygen level is going below 83, 84 or 80, then there might be more chances of person fainting down. So such AI devices are available in market. Hypertension, which is very common when nowadays, and every wristband you get that blood pressure records. But is it alarming you for any disorder to happen, or it is alarming? Is it alarming you to have a chances of heart attack? No, very less devices are dealing with that. Nowadays, it has there are specialized pacemaker type of devices which are dealing with that too. Then the chronic kidney disease, it continuously monitors the functioning of kidney, especially dealing with diabetic people or those who are having kidney disorder. Continuous monitoring of kidney functionality is to be taken into consideration. So such devices are available. Now, who are the giant manufacturers of these AI MedTech devices? Philips Healthcare, a very common name, which deals with AI and IoT. IoT was the biggest boom in this last 2 decades of era, I can say. It was the biggest success technology. And along with IoT, if AI was combined, it has to happen with, it has to give you the miraculous result, and Philips did that very nicely. Then the Medtronic devices were mostly dealing in the field of diabetes only, and they had multiple technologies incorporated into it. They did not stick only to AI and IoT, but they had different technologies, like they incorporated with cloud also. They had multiple other technologies also being used with it. Then again, Siemens Healthineers. This Siemens technology, very less you can see these devices, but they are very specialized devices, especially available for the cardiac surgeries. Then Siemens is also dealing in orthopedic surgeries. So these are the giant manufacturers of AI medtech devices. Now, it is always I consider this as the biggest myth, that India is not progressing for AI devices. It's very wrong. India has also taken many good initiatives for development of these AI devices and getting benefited from it. I'm putting here in front of you a very nice article I had been through. There is a link also provided. I'll be providing this presentation and you can go through that. It proposed that AI technology is going to be a very transformative leap uh, by 2025, potentially boosting the GDP by 25 to 30 billion dollars. Yes, in India, these things have started gaining attention. Also, the global healthcare AI market is expected to grow significantly by 2030. It's expected to be worth USD 208.2 billion, a huge jump from its current value of USD 20.9 billion in 2024. So you might have got the figure of 2024, that USD 20.9 billion and jumping to USD 208.2. So it is going to have a huge impact on the GDP. So the good initiatives are taken. What are those initiatives taken by AI community in India? Let's have a look. We might have heard few of this, but for few of you, it might be very, very new. Apollo Hospitals has partnered with India Medtronic. I told you that Medtronic is one of the leading in diabetic or chronic diseases. And similarly, Apollo Hospitals has partnered with India uh, Medtronic to use AI-powered stroke treatment that will reduce diagnosis time from 60 minutes to 2 minutes. So a person is undergoing stroke or is most likely to have stroke within no time, that person will come to know, and it is very nicely incorporated in Apollo hospitals. The doctors will also have remote access to the brain scans and AI analysis of stroke patient on their mobile phones. So such kind of devices are in place, and this is nothing but the very nice initiative taken by India only. The second example, this device on your right hand side, it is a very nice device which is developed by Niramai Health Analytics. Thank you. Sorry, participants. So it is Niramai Health Analytics, which has developed a very novel breast cancer screening solution. So using the AI technology, they have designed a tool called as Thermalytics. And it is a computer-aided tool just capturing the picture of the breast by using the thermal solutions or the thermal image processing. It will be diagnosed whether there are chances or there is a start of breast cancer or it is at which stage. So this organization, Niramay Health Analytics, currently going through the articles. After thermalytics, they have stepped ahead in the tumor identification also, scanning the different brain images. But the problem mentioned in that article was the skull is the interference between the scanning and all. So whether BCI is going to work well for it, AI enabled device using BCI technology, that is the way they are thinking on. So the Niramay Health Analytics, they are doing really a very nice job over there. And it's an Indian organization. One of the initiative taken by Telangana government, they have adopted one AI tool called as MINE, which is Microsoft Intelligent Network for Eye Care. So usually blindness and vision impaired cases occurring in childhood or many adult also. The ophthalmist, they sometimes are not coming to some good conclusion whether if we go for the surgery of this patient, it will be successful or not, whether if it is because of cataract or whether of any other abnormality or deficiency, that is also not being diagnosed. So this beautiful tool of MIND, if you could just surf through this MIND technology, you will come to know how actually it works. They just capture the images and they take few inputs from the patient, and they come to the conclusion that whether the surgery if done for this particular patient, it is going to lead to success or not. So it also save the resources, time, and also it gives for more success ratio. So this is one of the good initiative taken by the Indian government only, especially the Telangana government. Then Aravind Hospital has partnered with Google to develop an algorithm that will go for retinopathy detection in an early stage. Retinopathy is a condition in diabetic, especially when there is a prolonged high blood glucose level in diabetic people. It affects the vision, and that term is called as a retinopathy. And retinopathy, if it is to be diagnosed well before it is going to be in a serious condition, then very nice initiative is taken by Aravind Hospital. I did not happen to visit this, but one of my relative, I have seen them discussing about this, and they said that just sitting in front of this particular device, within no time they come to know that at retinopathy chances are there in future coming years or not. The future coming years means in a time span of 1 year or so only, and immediately the patient comes to know that retinopathy chances are there or not. 71 such vision centers are using this tool in Tamil Nadu. So this is one of the good achievement in India. But now my biggest question to you all is that we have seen so many devices. We have seen that AI is assisting in every sector. But where are we? You can just have a look at this particular picture. This talk of mine is not going to be a motivational talk, but this talk of mine after this is going to put you to a little bit different direction. Many of you might be in that correct direction only, but those who have never thought about this, it will be an eye opener for them. What do you infer out of this image? What is your inference out of this image? I will again come to the chat box. I will address to all the different queries which are not related to the current topic going on later. But right now, should I go back to the figure? You can have a look at the figure. I'm giving you a minute. Just go through it. If you want to click a picture of it, you can click a picture of it. I want to know from you people, what do you understand from this figure? And my question over here, where are we? Yes. Participants, where are we? What do we usually do when we are talking that I'm dealing with ML in healthcare, I'm dealing for deep learning in healthcare? Am I keeping my job incomplete? Or am I not taking it to conclusion? I'm giving you hints, participant. Are you all hungry? Okay, I should share the image once again. Okay, it's there. I gave you 2 hints. Are we not completing our experimentation? Or are we not bringing it to some conclusion? Where are we? Okay. Okay. Can anyone put your own thoughts about this? That what is the figure telling you about? Okay. I know that I will be going short of time. and I have to complete 2 case studies. I will go ahead with the discussion. Usually, the biggest mistake, I will not say, biggest problem when we are dealing with a huge data set, what we are getting from any sector, especially from healthcare sector, we do different algorithm implementation of it. The ANN, that is, we deal with deep learning, we sometimes deal with machine learning. We incorporate NLP also into it, voice modulations, everything we incorporate. We deal with heuristic analysis also. We use classification tools also. But where do we stop our work? We get the result, we say that I'm getting a good accuracy and my job is done. This is the biggest problem with the student mindset also, and those are very new to the world of machine learning and deep learning also. When we are dealing with machine learning and deep learning, the job of machine learning and deep learning is only and only to read the data and understand the data from the historical records. But unless and until we complete the task, we will not come to conclusion. Just keep in mind these 3 steps: artificial intelligence, medical output, and clinical screening or diagnosis or decision making or treatment. These 3 steps now I will be talking about with a beautiful case study. Let's go ahead with this. A heart attack detection. You all will have to help me, participants. I'm taking a very simple example in front of you. If I'm having a heart disease wala data set, what all fields do you expect from it? Participants, I allow you to speak, please. Every time I can't go to the chat window. What all fields can be there? The attributes which are taken into consideration when I'm having a heart attack analysis or heart attack detection.
Blood pressure,
Sorry, blood pressure. Yes, blood pressure.
ECG,
ECG, that is, I can put it heart rate.
yeah, heartbeat.
Okay. Then I can take some additional factors. Age.
Obesity,
Yes, very nice. Obesity. Fooding habit. Hours of work. And so many features can be taken into consideration. And my ultimate target will be, sorry?
Stress
Sorry?
can be considered.
Yes, yes. Stress level. We can put it as stress level. And my ultimate goal, sorry?
Cholesterol,
Yes, cholesterol level. Very good answers I'm getting.
blood thickness,
Yes.
Biomarkers.
Biomarkers, collectively you're giving me one answer, madam.
Like IL-6.
These are all the
dimer.
biomarkers only. Sorry, I did not get your voice.
Biomarker just like a IL-6 D-dimer. These are troponin.
Okay, okay. You're talking about a very specific terms. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. We can take that also into consideration. This is fine with me right now. And ultimate goal is heart attack. Yes or no? I'm having a historical data with me. I've collected this data from almost 1 lakh different people in the city. Out of this, 30% might have heart attack, and 30%, sorry, 70% never had a heart attack. So I'm having a historical data for this. Now, what will I do? I will use the different machine learning algorithms. I will get the accuracy for different algorithms. Like if I'm having SVM, okay, I should not use this very random tool. If I'm using SVM, I might get an accuracy of 80%. If I'm using random forest, I might get accuracy of 90%. If I'm using some KNN, I might get the accuracy of 78%. What should be my conclusion over here? That random forest is giving me 92% accuracy means random forest is 92% of times finding it correctly whether there is a chance of heart attack or not. Am I right, participants?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, is my job over? Is my job over? I have done analysis. I have done machine learning. I am taking very much in short. Actually, if I speak on in for this case study, I will need 2-3 days to discuss in detail about the different ensembling techniques and so on. Many more machine learning experimentations can be done on this, but my ultimate conclusion out of my experimentation is I'm getting good accuracy when I'm using random forest. That is 92% accuracy. Is my job over? This is where usually the ML and deep learning people take a pause and they conclude their work. But this is not the place where we have to stop. Now, rather a bigger challenge comes in front of us. What is the relationship between heart attack and blood pressure? What is the relationship between heart attack and heart rate? What is the relationship between heart attack and age? What is the relationship between heart attack and obesity and so on? What can be the relation and whether I can set a relational formula in between them? So whatever readings you are taking, we know that machine learning deals with numerics only. So this all field will be having some categorical value, or it is going to have some fixed determined value. So now the job to step towards AI. I want to step towards AI. I haven't completed my work yet. I'm yet only concluded with machine learning or deep learning. Now my step to go towards AI is going to be, I will find out the correlation between heart attack and every individual field, and I will set a statistical formula for this. Once I succeed in doing this and have set up a nice statistical formula between every field and the heart attack, I can develop my own algorithm. I can develop my own algorithm. I can, and the next step will be, I can collect all the devices, sensors related to it. I will get the BP sensor. I will get the heart rate sensor. I'll find something which will give me the age, or it can be taken from the user. Then obesity factor, the fat level can be superficially find out by some specific sensors. Fooding habits can be noted down. The stress level also can be taken from the individual, or automatically the nervous system can diagnosis can be done. Cholesterol level also can be taken. For this, all specialized sensors are available in the market. I will put them all together in one device, pack it, put my algorithm into it. By programming into it, what will it turn to? Yes, participants, what will it turn to?
I think from my perspective of view, if we can provide such effort to that, provide a correlation between each items and each,
Yes.
aspects of factors, we can provide a necessary recommendation to the patients so that they can understand how to go through their stress level, or let's say cholesterol level, all those things.
Yes.
They can also build up a food habit, and they can also
Yes.
get a better lifestyle from our research. I think from my perspective, I understood up to that.
May I know your good name, please?
Yeah, my name is Arvodip Sen.
Okay, Mr. Singh. So you are putting it in the right direction, but you will be doing it for the patients?
You will be doing it as in, would I
Means,
conduct the research toward that direction? Is your question that?
no, I mean to say the machine learning and or the deep learning part is already done very nicely, and the correlation
Yeah.
is found out by the programmers.
Yeah.
Now, after that, whatever analysis is to be done and conclusion is to be given to the patient, who will do that?
For
Doctor.
that, I think, yeah, based on medical, yeah, professionals. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm putting it into the direction of AI. If you have such kind of devices available in market, if you are ready with your algorithm and you are merging these two, three things together, you are there. You are having your own AI tool generated, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So my slide, I will go back to my slide now. I'll surely go back to my slide now. This is what I was asking. Where are we? Usually we stop our work at this level itself. Machine learning, ANN, NLP, and we never step ahead to go for artificial intelligence. But my insight to you all is that never have an incomplete work done. Analysis is to be done. Some good decision making is to be done. But the work has to be taken ahead. And we have to convert that into a product type feature or a technology called as artificial intelligence, which will give you the medical output. Mr. Singh, the way you were directing to, you want to give output to the patient, that the analysis is to happen in this way. There is a relation, you change the fooding habit and you might come to this. So this medical output, and in the way of making a decision or giving a proper treatment, the AI tools should be there on place. And for this purpose only, I have given this case study in front of you. I hope it is appealing to all of you. Participants, are you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yes,
Yes,
please, please, Supriya ma'am. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, based on these predictions also, we can aware the patients or the common man who are on the boundary line of that getting the heart attacks also.
Yes, you can. But
So,
only depending on the historical data will
hmm,
always not work, Supriya ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Sometimes we have to take runtime decision many a times, rather sometimes many a times we have to take decisions based on the historical data as well on the current readings also. So there, I think so AI has to play a role.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
And it was very nice session till
Okay,
now.
okay. Well,
Thank you so
student,
much.
participant, just a minute, just a minute. I will give you, it's not a homework. Uh, Someone from the FDP team. Do I have time or I should conclude over here? I know participants are bored to go home now.
Ma'am, you can continue.
Okay.
You have time. 9
I will
minutes.
just quickly wrap. The session is going really
Yes, ma'am.
interesting.
You can take your time, ma'am.
Okay, so the last case study I will take from my side is that, and I will put it to your own study also, that medicine dispenser. This is one of the best example what I have seen. Usually, the old age people, they would always forget the medicine, or or don't understand that which medicine they should take. So you can see a nice decorative box on the right hand side where the pills are given in different slots, and the adjustment of the programming or AI tool is done in such a way that they have to just put a hand in front of that open slot, and the pills come out for that time only. So they get a buzzer also, that now it's the time to take the medicine. They have to just put a hand in front of that open slit over there. They get the medicine, they have to take that medicine. Simplest way. The left hand side figure shows that it's a commercialized version of medicine dispenser. In hospitals, they have patient records, that on which particular bed which patient is there, what medicines are required, the compartments are there into that. They just go and click over there that it's afternoon medicine for patient number bed number 3. They get the medicines in hand, and the sisters over there, they assist over here. So this is just a case study number 2 from my side, where I will quickly just ask, or if it is okay with if you all, you can just search yourself what might be the steps if I want to design such AI tool. What steps I should follow if I want this particular product or similar kind of product to be very much successful in market. So rather than going into the depth of that, I just wanted to give you the insights of this. What steps you will take. If you want, I will put my mail ID into the chat box. You are free to interact with me anytime, and as and when time permits, surely I will reply to your queries if any. And if you need any type of assistance for your work in AI and machine learning, I'm always there with you people. So this was all from my side, participants. And with your permission, I will stop present. And this is all. The FDP team, I hope this have benefited the participants. And participants, I will also like to get feedback from you. Positive feedback is not always expected, but if there are any suggestions from your side, please let me know. I'll try to incorporate it in my future sessions. Thank you, one and all.
The session has come to close. Are there any queries from participants which you like? Would you like to discuss with our expert? You can ask your question.
Madam, few participants are
Hello.
raising their hand. Yes,
Hello.
Dr. Ravindra. Yes.
Dipali, madam, whatever the things you have been explained, it is up to the mark. Actually, when we are coming on the research, means the nowadays the many PhD students are going to work on the same research in the healthcare area, AI in healthcare. But every time when it is come in front of any of the expert, they straightforward reject why you are taking this type of research to complete your PhD, because already all the researchers are working in that. What you are expected to get is, means your accuracy, increase the accuracy, or any of the other parameters which can be increased. So that time the PhD candidates will get very nervous. Why we are going for the AI in healthcare or machine learning and all that? Madam, can you suggest any other things or any other algorithms which can be work parallel with the machine learning, so
Yes.
that we can start with the new research, new areas, and the examiners or the RAC members or any of the members, they can get means they get convinced that this could be a new areas where the researchers can do the work. As
Yes.
such, now various models has been in the market. Just you have been shown that shown the medical dispenser. It's a very good example, but it is already there. Whenever
Yes.
the students or candidate come up with this idea, the examiner is straightforward rejected it. So is it possible that LLM type of things can we do work along with the machine learning types of
Yes.
computing and the models which can be better benefited for the near future?
Yes. Sir, thank you for the nice question. So I'll first talk about the first part of it. When nowadays I'm there on the examiner panel for many students, what is the student mentality? They always think that I have to take the data set, I have to work on the data set, and I have to show the accuracy. But that is not the case. Now, if I'm talking about a very simple term, heart attack detection. Heart attack detection can be done in so many different ways. But not only heart attack detection, if you are targeting a particular area of it, like security and privacy for heart attack diagnosis, or you're targeting for efficient power management for heart attack detection devices, then that can lead to a different direction. Along with machine learning and deep learning, it might incorporate something additional along with the normal topics what you get in machine learning and deep learning. So this is answer to the very first part. First of all, topic should not be changed. If the candidate is interested in that area, that domain, the view has to be changed. That what additional angle you can give to this, what additional support, because now it's a trend, or now it's a era where only single discipline is not going to work. Multidisciplinary aspect has to be taken into consideration. So first of all, find out what are the current lacunas into that, and try to change the title in that way that you are targeting to the current about the, you told me about the LSTM. So if you are attaching this word, comparative analysis of cancer detection using machine learning and LSTM technology, that this makes a difference as compared to normal machine learning straightway title what you are giving. So that I will just suggest that everything is available in the market, but what novel you can add to it, what difference you can make to it technology wise, highlight it into the title of that particular project or title of your work. And I think so it might work very nicely for acceptance. I hope it answers your question, Dr. Ravindra.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. It was not LSTM. I was supposed to be tell about LLM,
Oh,
large language
LLM.
models.
Even
Yes, because whenever we are working on the parallel processing, or
yes.
we are working when different parameters, like you said, for detecting heart attack, we have
Hmm.
come through various parameters like age factor, cholesterol, EEG, 2D, and we are getting some numerical data from the
Yes.
pathologies, right? And that data we must have to be input to the model. So
Hmm.
whether it is possible that LLM can be worked parallelly directly, which can be give more time for me to get the result at par, or my accuracy can be increased, or performance of my model can also increase.
Okay, are you asking me the question that whether LLM can be incorporated with
Yes,
machine learning or
yes,
deep learning?
yes. Correct,
Yes.
madam. Correct. You are on the
Yes.
correct.
Okay, okay. Surely, because I have seen few students experimenting on the same. Yes, it is little bit time consuming, and yet the accuracy is not that at par. But yes, experimentations are going on in that direction also, that how LLM and these things can be uh, intermingled together to get it more closer to the accurate results. The researches are going on.
Good evening, ma'am. I just want to ask you one question.
Yes.
As you are also a assistant professor at MIT, and
Mm.
I'm also teaching.
Mm.
I have recently started machine learning as practical approach. So
Mm.
I just want to ask you whether we can go for generative AI in collab while teaching, instead of doing the traditional programming languages, like starting with writing the program. So I think that if we are teaching AI, so it should be generative AI, so that students should know that there is no need to do the programming starting from the hash include and all those type of traditional programming. We can
Okay.
make use of how the generative AI is implementing the particular algorithm, and how you are going to analyze it and put your data into it, and see the how the model is been predicting. This is what I am expecting, because this is the first time I am taking machine learning. So
Okay.
am I
Okay.
correct?
No, sorry to pardon you, Dr. Suhasini, but according to me, it's a very wrong approach. Directly taking someone to generative AI and not understanding the core basics of machine learning. If someone understands the basic of machine learning, generative AI becomes a very easy path for that person. So, to not understanding the aspects of detailed statistical details of machine learning algorithm is sometimes acceptable, but how to implement machine learning, how to go for interpreting the results of machine learning, that is very much required if you want to gain good success in generative AI. So I never suggest anyone directly going for generative AI. First, you have to go step by step only. The time duration might vary. You take 2 months, you take 6 months, you take 5 years. That is not a concern, but I never suggest anyone that directly step to generative AI. So this is my approach actually.
Actually, I am just asking you, like, we will take the theoretical concepts, like as you have taken the session today,
Hmm.
while
No,
implementing.
no, ma'am. Theoretical concepts will not work at that place when you want something. You're in teaching field, ma'am.
Yes.
So in future you will be teaching ML or you will be teaching generative AI also, isn't it? So if you want to give a very depth insight to the students, or if you want to stand somewhere in that competition world, I think so deeper insight, practical approach should be there for machine learning. Unless and until you understand that, you will not be able to step nicely ahead with generative AI. So,
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank
welcome.
you.
Welcome. Any more questions?
Okay, ma'am, shall we conclude the session?
Yes, yes. It's okay from my side. Thank you all and have a nice day.
Thank you for sharing, ma'am, your expertise with us. Your lecture was highly informative and helpful. It was incredibly enlightening. Our participants are really very happy with your sessions. With this, we come to the end of our second session. Thank you, all participants.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, ma'am. I request all the participants to please fill the feedback form, which whose link is in the chat box, whose link is available in the chat box. Kindly, all are requested to fill the feedback immediately before leaving, so that we can now conclude today's day. I am once again sharing the feedback link.